Hello everyone, I'm Zishan Shah and welcome to Z Interactive YouTube channel, your own training institute. So once you are done with your node network inside Substance Designer, the question is how you can export them to be used in external applications like Maya, 3D Studio Max, Blender, and Unreal Engine. So it's pretty simple, so we'll learn how we can do that. But before, let's learn something about exposing some the parameters here, which is basically which are used as presets in external applications or internal applications. Like internal means like inside Substance Designer, you can play with your presets, or if you export it to Substance Painter, also you can use those. So it's quite like fun thing to do here. So let's first thing we'll do is go here to the locker body albedo. Now we have one color here, which is yellow. What if you export this, publish this node network, and someone out there is using it for their project? And what if they don't like yellow color? Maybe they need more options. Maybe they want the color to be blue. So you can give them like different options. Like they can use green color, red color, yellow color, whatever they want. So here you can use switches. So what are switches? So first thing what I will do here is that I will copy this and Control C, okay? Or just from here you can copy and like paste it. Or do we have? No, we don't have here. So right click here directly, okay? And then here do we have, yeah, copy selection, and then simply right click paste selection, okay? And here we have it, okay? So now I will just delete for temporarily this node here, okay? And then you can see it's colorless here. Looks pretty cool without color, but yeah, no color there. So I will press spacebar here and I will choose switch. Now there are different sort of switches here. Like we have switch grayscale, we have switch color. So I will choose switch color here, and I have two options: input one true, input two false. So I will take this one, input one, and I will plug it in the true, and I will take this one and plug it into the false. But before doing that, I will go to this gradient and change the gradient. In the gradient editor, I will change it to a different color here. Okay, like suppose bluish. This one also bluish. All of them, I will move it to the blue part. I will not change the like this like bright like this like color like palette part only here, so it will keep everything as you're looking for. Okay, so if I double click it here, this sort of color we will have. It looks nice. Okay, I will close this one and I will put this in the switch color. Now in the switch, I have this option now, true, and if it is false. So if I will click on this, it will go to false, and false is the blue color. Click it back here and yellow. So yellow is true. So true and false. So we will have this on and off sort of thing here. So this switch is like on and off, and I will take this one and connect to the foreground here. Now I'll get this yellow color back. Now if I'll go back to the switch and I will press this button here, I can easily change it from yellow to blue. But what if I want the same thing to be used in any external like application? Like suppose if I'm using Maya or Blender or Unreal Engine, so I want this preset to be there. So for that purpose, you will expose it. And how? What is exposition? Like well, exposing will create a like parameter. So suppose if I double click anywhere outside the like in the empty area of this the graph, I will get the log graph properties, the properties of this graph. Here I have, let me delete this one here. Yeah, because I created it like before, so I have to remove it so I can tell you from the beginning. Yeah, and here we have input parameters. Input parameters, I don't have anything here. Okay, everything is empty here. So this is where we are, like we will have the preset, the one that we created. So what I will do here, I will go to the switch, okay, where I have this true and false option. I will go to this option from here, sorry, here, and I will expose as a new graph input. If I go over here on the top, I have batch expose parameter. Batch expose parameters mean whatever I have here, more other options, they will be also exposed. But in this case, I have only one. So I will just use this and expose as a graph input. As soon as I will do that, it will give me this option here. Now I have an identifier, it says switch. Okay. So I can keep this, I can change the identifier to alternative color or something like that. Okay. And then same, I will put it in the label. Okay. And here I can use like a description, like this option uh, can change the color. Now color, I want it to be bolder, so I will use my HTML tags here. Color of the mesh or locker. Okay. And what type of exposition you want, we can have button here, and by default it will give us true. So it will give something like this option, and when someone is using this, he will get this option, he will press it, it will make it blue, or if you will click it again, it will make it like yellow. So I don't want true or false. Instead of label true, I will write here yellow, and in the false I will write here blue. Now this might not be same in different applications, like maybe this will, like you will not get this same sort of thing inside Maya, okay, but maybe you will get it in Blender. So it depends on your external application that you're using. But the Substance Painter, like Substance Painter, will get the same thing because it's it belongs to the same like series, like Substance Painter, Substance Designer, same thing, like same like sort of a company like Adobe, or you can say the part of the Adobe, same group. So I will press here OK. Now once I will do, and I will double click it here inside the empty area window. Now you can see in the parameter I have this alternative color option here. This is what I created, and this is where we don't change things. This is for editing. Okay, this is preset itself. This is how we will get it. You can change from here, like labels and all those other things. You can give some user tags. Okay, like suppose if someone wants to change, okay, sorry, search for it in the search bar, and if they have like search option in their application, like in Substance Painter or in Blender or in Unreal Engine, you have search option. So maybe if someone type color or different color, so this will pop up. So I can use some tags like value here. But if I go to preview, this is what I will get here. This is something which I will get. Okay, I will get the alternative color option here. It says yellow. So if I will press this, we'll change it to blue, yellow, and blue. So this is one type of an expose you can use it. So remember, this expose will be only available if you are out of the graph, like double click it on the graph itself, like locker graph basically. Now other stuff we can do here is in the edgeware. Okay, so I can go to where I have the metal edgeware. Here I have the metal edgeware. So if I'll go to the metal edgeware, I have this option here for wear level. So I can increase it, and it will increase the metal edgeware option here. Like it will make it crazy. Okay, maybe if someone wants this sort of a crazy stuff, he can increase it, but I will keep it 0.075. So what if I want to make this as a exposition as a preset? Like if I want to expose it as a preset, so I will go to this option here. But if I want all of them to be exposed, I can go here and batch expose. If I do that, I can click on the one that I needed, so I can use those. But in this case, I only want like where level. Okay, so I can go here, expose as a new graph input. Okay, where identifier, I'll keep it as it is here. I can type here metal edge wear intensity, something like that. Okay. And here you can add a group. What is a group? Basically, you can type the group name. So it will make a group. Like suppose you have 3 or 5 different exposed like presets, and you can put them in one group. So you don't have so like they all will be together in one group. So that will like give a hint to the designer who's using your like substance node, that he will understand, okay, yeah, these are from one group, so we can so I will keep them as one, so I can easily use them as a one part, something like that. So you can do the grouping here, but here I don't want to make a group. So description, I will write here, this option will increase the intensity of the metal edge wear, something like this. I can add it here. Okay, now at this point my default value is how much? 0.75. This is the default value right now. So do you want to keep it 0.75 as a default value, so that if someone goes and wants to change, he will see the first value as 0.75? That will remain the default value. So it's up to you to keep it as it is. Now minimum value, how much you want? Do you want it 0? Okay, or you want it 0.75? So maybe I want it to be 0.75. So 0.75, and maximum value 1, or a little bit more higher. So maybe I can make it 1.5. Okay, now the clamp, I will keep it false. I don't want the clamp to be there. Clamp is basically like it's like a slider option there, so I'll just keep it like false for now. Okay, now step is basically how much you want to increase. So from 0.75 it will add 0.01, 0.01. It will keep on adding while you're increasing your slider like or decreasing your slider. So this will be like the step number. Like this is how much it will be appended. It will be incremented with this value. So like I think this is fine. So I will keep it as it is. And then I'll press OK. Once I'm done, if I go here, double click it in an empty area. And here I have in the preview this yellow and blue color, and down here I have metal edge wear intensity. So if I will increase this, so you can see it can go higher and higher. If you will reduce it, it goes lower and lower. So this is how you can expose some parameters. Now we have the parameters, we have everything. Now we can publish it, so we can use it in Maya or Unreal Engine. So first, in this lesson we will work on in Maya, and then in the next lesson we will export it to Unreal Engine. So let's do one thing. Let's save it first, everything here. Let's go to the chapter4 locker.sps. Okay, first thing, let's turn it off and like make it yellow, and see everything is fine. Save it for this time. Like right click over here in my package and publish to SPSR file. And once this is clicked here, I can go to my any folder here, make a new folder. Like I can make a new folder, and I will call this package or whatever you want to name it. Okay. So SPSAR package here, and double click it here. Now this is I will call this locker, something like that, and I will press save. As soon it will do that, it will ask me these options. I will keep it as it is. I will not change anything here. And default file name of archive content, I will keep it locker. Okay, compression mode auto, everything as it is, and I will press OK. And here you can see it is exported, already done. Okay, now I can go to my Maya here, Okay, in Maya, I have, just to show you around, I have these two area lights here, okay, facing to this plane. This is a normal plane. This plane have, let's see, how many segments? It have 50 by 50, okay. Plus in attributes, if I will go here in attributes in under the Arnold, I have subdivision level checked to like cut Clark, and then iterations too, so that if I'm adding any height to it, so it will be perfect fine. Then I have this dome light behind. Okay, it's like this dome light, like an HDRI over it, and plus the exposure of the dome light is quite low, -5, so it will just give a hint of the light. And in the camera, in the visibility, camera is turned to 0, so that will not show in the render itself. Okay, so let's bring it here. I will go to my hypershade here. Okay, make it bigger, and here I have my existing material. Like this is what I have on my plane right now. I will make a new tab here, and then I will bring up my folder here. So let's bring this folder. This is where I have like exported. Like this is the main exported file, locker.spsar. So I will just click and drag it here inside my hypershade. Move it back here, and this is what I have it. This is one thing that you have on your screen right now. Before this, what we can do is that if you will notice on the top, you have substance option. Okay, if you're not able to drag and drop your substance, so make sure in the window in your setting and preferences in your plugin manager, you have turned on the substance plugin. So I'm using Maya 2022 version. So if I will type here substance, you can see all of my substances are on. So you have to turn it on, refresh and close it. So you have all these options here. Now inside the substance, you have substance here. Okay, so you have different options here. Batch import, batch bake, like bake to the disk, and different other options. Like these are very deep options. I will be not using these. In the substance, on the top, you can see there is a setting option. I will go to the setting options. You can see what you will be using. Width 4096, something like that. Render Arnold. If you want to use your CPU, you can use your CPU, or if you want to use your GPU, you can use your GPU. But you have to restart your Maya if you want to change this. Okay, so everything I have, I will use it as it is. I'm not going to change anything here. So again, back to here, we have this substance node. So I will select this node, and I will see a lot of options here. Now what I need to do, I have to go down here, and you will notice that we have here base color, normal, all these that we have created inside our substance designer. Now these are all turned off, so I have to turn them on one by one. So first I will click on the base color. So my base color is on now. After that, I will click on the normal. Now my normal is also on. Now I will click on my roughness. So my roughness is also on, and then I will click on metallic. So my metallic is also on now. Now I will turn on my height. Now my height is also on. Now I will turn on my ambient occlusion. Usually I don't turn it on, but for this tutorial I will turn it on because ambient occlusion automatically, I think it will take from the Maya on light setup. But for this tutorial I'll turn it on. Okay, now the ambient occlusion is also on. Now I will turn on the opacity. Now the opacity is on. So now everything is on, and you can see we have all these automatically set up here. Now what I need to do is that I have to create a shader network, and that network I will apply on this plane. So how I will do that? Simply I have to just click on this create shader network. Now sometime, like suppose you have here opacity. So opacity might not be plugged in. So manually, maybe we have to plug it in. So that will happen, and you have to check what is plugged in and what is not plugged in. So I will just now press the create shader network, and as soon as I will do that, you can see that I have my shader ready here. So like I said, I don't have my opacity uh, like connected to some to anywhere, so I will just move it here. Okay, move this a little bit up here, and then I will take this color from the opacity and plug it here inside the opacity map here. Now I have the opacity connected, so that you have to take care of. And then in the displacement shader, if you will go here, your displacement is right now 1, so which is a little lower. So I will make it 3 for now, and let's see later on, or maybe 5. And if it is too high, we can reduce it. And then I will select this main shader. You can rename it to whatever you want. Okay, so it's totally up to you. And let's see, all the others are connected. All the others are connected. Okay, and that's what we have right now. So I will just move it down here. I will select this planar here, right click to my newly created shader network and assign to viewport selection. And then I will minimize this, and you can see that I have everything assigned here. I am able to see it because I have turned on my texture from here and my light from here. Now already I have applied the substance, you can say, like sub ornal subdivision over here for the rendering, so it will have a like a right result that we are looking for. So one thing we can do here is that, if you will notice, if I click it here, let's move it a little bit here for now, and move this so we can see. If I go to my shader here, like shader network, and if I go down, okay, and sorry, not here, this main thing. If I click it here, if I will go down, you will notice that I have here alternative color, but I don't have, as I like told you before, I don't have that blue or yellow thing. But check mark means true. If I will uncheck it, so it will turn it into blue. Okay, so you just have to check or uncheck. It's totally up to you what you want. And then we have metal edgeware intensity here. So remember, we had it 0.75 as a default lower value. If I will increase it, and let's not go too crazy here, somewhere like this value. So we got this higher edge level stuff going on over here, which actually is too high. So I don't want this. I can go back to lower value and maybe a little bit high, not too high. So I think this will be enough, and we can close this one here. And you can notice here this, let me go back to my previous state. You will notice that this is all flat, okay, because there is no like height level over here. We will only be able to see the height level when we will render it. So let's do the rendering. I'll go to the Arnold. I'll click here or Arnold render view. Okay, and then let's move it here. This is the old one. Let me render again, because this is I was trying to render before. So let's render a new view over here. Let's wait for it. So it's calculating right now all the nodes. And now you can see it have started to render, but this displacement is extremely high. So what I will do here is that I will just stop this one. Okay, move this aside, go to my hypershade. Okay, and then in the displacement shader, it's it is 5. It should be 0.5. That's why. Okay, so let's close this, and now let's try again, and let's see how it looks like now. Yeah, I think 0.5 is too high as well, so let's stop this again and change, I think it's to maybe 0.3. And now let's try it. Yeah, now it's better. Okay, so this looks much better. So let's turn on the 3D manipulation. It's already on, so I can really move it to see how stuff is going. So I have this opacity map going on here. Everything looks fine. So this is how you can get your uh, outputs inside your like Maya or Blender or any other application. So steps are actually same, almost the same, and this is how you will get your like results. So I hope you have learned something out of this lesson. And thanks a lot, everyone, for joining this lesson. And I'm really thankful to you all for supporting me. And I hope to receive your support continuously. I have noticed that many of you are watching my videos, but have not subscribed to my channel yet. So please subscribe to my channel and also click the bell icon so you can receive all the notifications about the great new contents I will be uploading soon. If you have liked my video, so please hit the like button. And if you have any queries or questions, then leave them in the comment section below and I will answer them as soon as possible. And one request I have, and that is, I have noticed that some of the viewers do not watch my videos online and instead they download them. Please, if anyone is doing that and you find someone doing that, then please stop them, because this will never help me to get my hard work paid off and it will demotivate me. So I don't want to stop making tutorials for you all, therefore help me to get new subscriber. And now I will take off. And take care, guys, till we meet in the next class. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep learning on Z Interactive, your own training institute.
There is one important announcement I would like to make. I have started 3 great membership plans on my channel. I have introduced ZI Friends membership plan, which will give you exciting perks like loyalty badges and priority on comments. I have also introduced ZI Early Bird plan, which will give access to Z Interactive tutorials way early before they become public. So you will get all these lessons at once and you can binge watch. Last but not the least, I have introduced ZI Premium plan, which will give access to advanced professional tutorials, which you will find at very expensive outside, and I will be giving this at a very low amount of price. So visit my channel now and click on the join membership to get more information. I hope you become one of my members. If you want to learn how to create a highly detailed prop procedurally using Substance Designer, so this premium tutorial series is for you. Join my premium membership plan on YouTube and get access to all premium tutorials. In this tutorial series, I will demonstrate how to use Substance Designer along with simple geometry to create a realistic smashed up retro television.